Hello, all my subscribers. Come and sit, have some tea with me, or whatever you're drinking. And today we're going to chat a little bit about a part of me that you don't know. Some of you don't know a lot of things. Some of you know pretty much about me. I'm kind of an open book. But my name, Take Control, Central Beauty Styling and More, is what I'm going to talk to you about today, the and more part. Because there's a lot of layers to my life, a lot of things that I've been through. I've been through a lot of things the same as you, divorce, sickness, death, a lot of things in my life that I've had to overcome just like you. And yeah, I have a funny side, but I also have a spiritual side, kind of a spiritual phenomenon. And whether you believe in that or not, your beliefs are your beliefs, and certainly hang on to those, because if that's what gets you through the day, then that's great for you. I have this spiritual belief that you never lose anyone that you care about, that they're always somehow lingering with you. And I was inspired today a little bit to reflect on this by my gal Natalie, the beauty diva. Hi Natalie. She did a review on perfumes, actually, and in her video she talked about how her mom liked Chanel, I think at number 5, and when she smells that, she thinks of her mom. And I was thinking of my mother, and my mother and father both are passed away, and my mom always wore a scent that's Estee Lauder's Youth Dew. And that was just, you knew she was coming and going, because man, she just sprayed it on. I always knew when mom was coming over, or it would linger in my house even afterwards. Every so often, since my mom passed, and she's been gone a long time, every so often I'll walk into my house and I'll go, uh-oh. I say to my husband, do you smell that? And he goes, no. I go, mom's here. He goes, oh brother, what now? And I always just go, hi mom, I'm okay, yeah, I'm fine, yeah. I go, yeah, I'll see you later. And then as quickly as it comes, it quickly goes. And I thought of a couple things about that happened to me. And I remember one time I woke up, my husband and I were sleeping on the couch watching our favorite show, Ghost Whisperers, which I absolutely loved that show. If you're familiar with that or you liked it, it was just great. And we fell asleep on the couch, and I remember waking up about 2 o'clock in the morning with this horrendous chest pain. It was horrible. And I said to my husband, I think we better go to ER. I'm having this awful chest pain. And so he quickly got me ready, and we jumped in the car, and he took me to what he thought was an ER, but it was a closed doctor's office. The man that knows directions. But anyway, we quickly realized that that was not the place we needed to be, and we were kind of miles away, not miles, but a long minutes away from the hospital. And for me, with this chest pain that was getting worse, I don't think I could have made it. So the very next curve was a fire department. So he drove into the fire department, he runs in there, and he says, my wife is having chest pains, hurry up, something. So anyway, blah, blah. They run out to the car, they take me out, they put me in the ambulance, they hooked me all up to EKGs, and the pain on my chest was just horrendous. So they're telling me the EKGs looks normal, but they're taking me to the hospital. They told my husband to follow the ambulance. They took me to the hospital. I get to the ER. They were waiting for me by the door because they had called in, and you know how they are with chest pain. They don't mess around. You just go right in. So I was wheeled into the back, and I lay down on the gurney, and they just had me strapped on. They put a nitroglycerin tablet under my tongue, and it was like, oh my God. I looked at my husband, I was like tearing up. I'm like, having a heart attack. I mean, and this was probably 15 years ago, maybe. So he sits down in the chair and they're all working on me and they got the EKGs running and they're going. So I'm thinking, okay, so anyway, they go out of the room and they leave me hooked up and this machine is going beep, beep, beep behind me. And my husband is over there in the recliner. Now it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So I'm laying there going, oh my God, my kids, my grandkids, oh, what is going on? I'm like panicking. And all of a sudden, I look over to my side and I kind of see like a flash of something. And then all of a sudden, I smell this strong smell of Estee Lauder. I'm like, strong. I look over at my husband and I said, can you smell anything? And he goes, no. I go, okay. It wasn't on this side of me because he was over here and I remember looking over and there was nothing, but it was really strong on this side of me where kind of like the machinery was all there. Very strong smell. So I'm thinking, okay, there must be a nurse out in the lobby that's got Estee Lauder on. What other reason could it be? So I'm like, my husband was kind of dozing off then, maybe 10 minutes past. So I'm trying to scoot, like kind of like the gurney, and I'm trying to scoot it past these curtains up there because I'm sure there's a nurse standing outside the door who's got Estee Lauder on. Anyway, my husband woke up and says, what are you doing? I go, I'm trying to look up behind the curtains. He goes, why? I go, my mom's here. And he goes, oh my God, no, you're crazy. Just relax. I go, no, my mom is here. So I said, look out in the hallway and see who's out there. See if there's a nurse out there. So I said, open up the curtains. So he opens up the curtains and we look. Now the lights are dark because it's 3 in the morning. There's not many people on the shift. Look up and down the hallway. There isn't a soul in sight. Nobody. I go, okay, this is kind of ridiculous. And so I lay back and all of a sudden all the machines start to go beep, 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 and they're sending off signals. All of a sudden in comes like three young doctors are coming and they're all standing around me and I'm like, oh my God, my mother's coming to take me. I'm not ready to go yet. What is the deal? And so I'm laying there and I'm like panicky and they went, oh, it's okay. It was just a malfunction in the machine. You're okay. Everything's good. And I said, can you come here a minute? The one doctor was over me and he goes, yeah. I said, can I smell you? He's like looking at me and I'm like trying to smell him. I go, okay, no. I said, well, I just kind of got a faint smell of, something and a cologne. And he goes, oh, no, it's not me. We can't wear it in here. Okay. I said, is there any nurses, female nurses working? He goes, no, just us 3, doctors on call here. There's no nurses right now. So I go back and I lay down and the machines all go back to normal. And I looked to my right and I saw this flash. And all of a sudden the flash went away and my mother's smell went away. And the doctors came in and said, well, you're okay. There's nothing that we can see that's wrong. We're going to release you. He says, I think when you slept, you just slept wrong and you got a muscle spasm and I think that's what you felt, but you're going to be fine. And I was fine. And I never forgot that because I thought she came either to check on me. I mean, I'm hoping she didn't come because she wanted to take me because I wasn't ready to go. But I could smell that just so quick, like that embodied the whole area that I was on the one side, like she was telling me maybe everything was going to be okay. It was okay, and she was there to comfort me. It was just a strange spiritual phenomenon, and I actually saw like a wisp of something, like a flash of something go in and come out. So I always thought that, that she was there, making sure that I was okay. And I truly believe that. And I remember another instance. My husband and I were by ourselves, and we were driving in the car, and we were on a winding road, and it was nighttime, and it was kind of rainy, and all of a sudden in the car, the Estee Lauder smell just came in the car, and I said to my husband, "Do you smell that?" He goes, "What?" I go, "Do you smell my mother's cologne?" He goes, "No." I go, "Okay, well, just stop the car for a minute. Just stop." He goes, "Really?" I go, "Just stop the car." So he pulled over to the side of the road. I just took my breath for a minute, just probably a minute, maybe two, if that. I said, okay, I'm okay now. The smell was gone. We go up the road. The very car that was in front of us got hit by a deer. I mean, a big deer. The whole car was just caved in on the side. And I said, thanks, Mom. You saved the day. You saved the day again. So I don't know. And periodically, and my son, my second son is the same way. He says that he'll walk in the house and he'll smell her scent. And he just always goes, hi, Nanny. He goes, I'm okay. And we've talked about this. And so, and none of us have any Estee Lauder. There's nothing in my house that smells like Estee Lauder. But I do believe that spirits come by and they send you signs, and it's a good thing. It's a warm, fuzzy thing. It isn't a bad thing. And I am extremely spiritual, and I have many stories like that. If you're interested in hearing about phenomenons that I've had, I'd be more than happy to talk about them to you. You know, we all go through life, and we hold on to the people that we love dearly, and we should hold on to them, and we should always embrace our family and our loved ones, because when they're gone, they are not tangible anymore that you can see, but they're always with us. They're around us, protecting us. And when my parents died, maybe you've lost a loved one, and maybe you're going through something that's hard. Maybe it's a parent that you were close to, a child, God forbid, or anybody that you were close to. I just want you to know that, and I'm no expert on spirits, and I'm certainly no Long Island medium or anything, but I do believe that they surround us, and that they send us signs. And I wrote this when my folks passed, and I'll pass it on to you. And it says, it's titled, When Loved Ones Are Gone. And it says, when a loved one is gone, the emptiness is real. The world looks so different. Something seems so surreal. You sometimes sense their presence and somehow know they're here. You may not see them, but you just know that they're very near. You want to see them so badly, but know it cannot be. But in your heart you know they are here with you in ways that you cannot see. Sometimes you see a butterfly or a cardinal in a tree, and sometimes even sense a familiar smell, as crazy as that can be. No matter what the sign, know they come to say hello and tell you they are fine, just thinking of you so. So watch for signs from loved ones and hold them very close, and know they come from heaven and they loved you the most. And that was to my mom and dad, and to anybody that's passed on. I have been very close to family members who have gone, and I do see a cardinal in a tree, and I always just kind of say hello. So coming out of my comfort zone today a little bit, I just wanted to pass that on to you. And if you have some spiritual signs that come to you, leave me a comment below. I would love to know that I'm not the only person and I'm not crazy. And I'd love to know what you've seen and felt or heard. I love you guys. Thanks for listening, and thank you so much for subscribing and liking me. It means a lot to me. See you soon. Bye.